Okay, students, so this video, number 4, is going to be an introduction to me. I think it's going to be really important that we all make a little extra effort to get to know each other this semester. Normally, during the first week, we'd be doing things like playing the name game in class, volunteering little bits of info to just try and put faces to names, and all of that helps to make for a more collaborative learning experience, and it just makes the semester more fun. So we have to try and reproduce that virtually. So what I'm going to do now is introduce myself, and then I'm going to ask you guys, as one of your week 1 assignments, is to go to the Slack channel for, I think I said week 1, and post a little intro of yourself. You can type it up. You can record something audio on your phone and upload it and post a link to that for the class to see, or you can record a video like this one and upload that. So a little about me. I am your professor. I've been teaching at UIC for about a decade and taught at Northwestern and Roosevelt before that. I did a PhD in creative writing, which is a little bit of an unusual degree, focused on post-colonial lit and creative writing. My background is that I was born in Sri Lanka. I grew up in the US. I came here when I was 2, and I've basically been an English major geek all of my life. Yeah, I think that's the bulk of the academic stuff that you might need to know. I'm sending this out to both my post-colonial lit class and my creative writing class. So for the creative writing students, you may also be interested to know that I have run 3 magazines and 2 arts organizations. One that I currently run, the SLF, gives grants to writers, and we're engaged in this big online creative writing project, sort of an open source Khan Academy kind of thing. So that's a lot of what I'm working on when I'm not teaching you guys, and also trying to write books. So my most recent book was a cookbook, A Feast of Serendib, that came out right at the start of the pandemic, which was not great timing, but thankfully people seem to have found it anyway. And I just finished writing a science fiction book, which I've sent off to my agent. I live in Oak Park. I have a partner and 2 kids, and who are ages 10 and 13, a dog, 2 cats. I spend a lot of time cooking and gardening. Those are probably my 2 main hobbies. And I like starting things and trying to get them up and off the ground and make the world a better place. I ran for local office a couple years ago, and I was elected. So all of that kind of goes together into community stuff. So when you do your intros, you can talk about things you like to do. How do you spend your time? You can tell us what your favorite color is, favorite food. If you want to talk about where you're from, that would be great. Maybe your family, or your roommates, whatever your living situation is, that's something you could talk about. Maybe you're into sports, maybe you're into music. You could tell us about that. All of that would be relevant and interesting and would help us put a face to your name, or a person to your name is, I guess, what I want to say. Also, if you feel like talking about the pandemic and how it's affected you, feel free to include that. It's this enormous thing. We're going to have to keep addressing it over and over the course of the semester, and in a variety of ways. I'm sure it's going to come up. For us, my family, we have been lucky that we had a house and garden. We have been kind of hardcore sheltering in place here, yeah, getting a little stir crazy. Hope that we get a vaccine soon. And I've been doing a lot of mask sewing. My family is all healthcare workers. So anyway, I'll send you more COVID resources, but feel free to include that in your intro if you feel like it. Okay, that's it. Talk to you soon.